So, my famous conversation with all you Eagle fans is about Josh Allen. So, Josh Allen talking today, and he was saying that how he's looking forward to developing a lot of the young players on his team. And I was curious because I was looking at, Josh Allen right now. So let me ask you this. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, who has a better year this coming season? I'm not even going to ask you who the better quarterback is because you guys know who I think. Forte Hurts. Allen couldn't beat our garbage defense. Okay. Bills won't make the playoffs. Prince, hopefully Jalen. Let's take a look at that. Here we go. And I'm going to exclude the quarterbacks. Let's take a look at what Josh Allen's had to work with the last 2 years. Running back, James Cook versus Saquon Barkley now. Who gets the check mark in that box? Eagles? Cook's not bad either. Who gets the check mark? Barkley or James Cook? You think Cook's better than Barkley? Let's take a look at what Josh Allen has and what Jalen Hurts has. Barkley. Barkley all the way. Barkley. Josh Allen. Khalil Shakur, wide receiver. You have A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown? A.J. Brown. Curtis Samuel is wide receiver 2. You have Devontae Smith. Devontae? 2. This might be interesting. Dalton Kincaid versus Dallas Goedert. Who would you take? Who would you take? Dalton Kincaid or Dallas Goedert? So unfortunately, Allen will be more successful if he develops the young. You know what? Twist says wash. I'm going to go with Flexen, Barb, and Nick. And I like what Nick said too. Kincaid because of health. Good one too. Shepard, how many games, Sells? Dallas, Brian? I'm actually going to go with Kincaid. Left tackle, Jordan Mailata. Dion Dawkins. Mailata? Mailata versus Dion Dawkins. Jordan Mailata. I agree, Flexen. Left guard, David Edwards versus Landon Dickerson. Dickerson, highest paid guard in the league. Dickerson? Okay. This probably goes to Buffalo. Connor McGovern versus Cam Jurgens, or is that a push? Steve, Landon Dickerson's not better than Zach Martin. Not yet. And the guy and Indy, he's not. Cam Jurgens? Push? Connor? Connor's a pretty good player. I like the push. So we'll go push there. Osiris Torrance versus Steen. That's Buffalo. You really don't know what Steen is. I know what Torrance is. He's not bad. Right tackle. Lane Johnson. Spencer Brown. Lane. So 6 of the 11 positions. And this is really the last 2 years. Even with Diggs, he didn't play a ton last year. Pretty much the same dudes. Buffalo has only had 2 advantages. Dalton Kincaid by a smidge over Goddard only because of health and because of right guard. And the only reason that is because you moved off of Isaac Seumalo. At the end of the day, this guy, Jalen Hurts, has more players and more power at every position than any quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, and he had this talent last year. You guys want to blame Brian Johnson. Once again, coin flip. Look at Joshua. Joshua thinks the Bills have the same talent that the Eagles have, and it's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. The Bills dismantled the team. No. They didn't dismantle the offense. They dismantled the defense. The Bills dismantled the team. You want to compare the Bills' advantage was the defense, which then all along, Prince, they didn't dismantle the offense. They just got rid of Diggs. He's no loss. Seals, can we do this with the Niners? We will. This is what Josh Allen's been working with the last 2 years and winning 13 games every year. And the Buffalo Bills are still going to be a contender. They don't have to add pieces you have the advantage everywhere. 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 You couldn't even score 10 points against the Bucs with that offense and all those check marks. Defense was so bad. Where was your boy A.J. Brown? That's right. He was sucking on a Mai Tai in Atlantic City. I forgot. Diva guy. Well, talk to me about how teams are built. $48 million. That guy's worth every penny. You paying a guy $50 million for all these advantages? The Eagles don't believe in your quarterback, or they wouldn't be spending as much money on that side of the ball as they are. And that's why they can't move off of A.J. Brown, because he couldn't move the sticks without him. You don't think that guy can move the sticks without A.J. Brown? Bills think they can. At least the Bills have the bag to do it. Sills, I think you might have also just proven is that Howie does not need to invest so much in the O-line. Well, I don't know, man. I like the O-line. I do. I like the O-line. I do. Get this. With that roster that the Bills have, I don't give a shit what his cap hit is. Jalen Hurts is overpaid, and his cap hit is still stupid because he can't deliver. At least this guy's playing with nobody. At least his value is high. You're trying to tell me you don't think Josh Allen has a higher value than Jalen Hurts does? When you've got all of these advantages on offense and all the money you have spent? Don't lie to yourselves. You could spend $100 million on Josh Allen and it'd be worth it. You spend $100 million on 3 players. Think about that. And, when you look at the rosters, it's quite remarkable that he's won 4 straight AFC East championships. And he goes against the best quarterback in the AFC. It's like being Phil Mickelson right now. Isn't it crazy? It's like being Phil Mickelson. Well, you lost to Tiger. Okay. Yeah, I guess. At least you're losing to Mahomes in the playoffs. Not losing to Baker Mayfield. Funny. This has been one of the best off seasons I've ever had when it comes to covering a football team like this Eagle team. Especially the last 24 hours, it's been remarkable. And it's been funny watching this guy and AJ cry for 24 hours and go through all the charades. I mean, it's been great. This is good stuff before the draft, too. This is great stuff before the draft. Great stuff. Great stuff. Absolutely phenomenal. Where is that sheet? I see some folks are coming back in here. So I have to reiterate here, like we did in our open. The last 24 hours since, or like actually, how many days ago was it, Xander, that Devontae signed as a contract extension? Brother Hannibal, the Eagles have reportedly shut down every team trying to trade. Sure they have. No general manager shuts down anything, Brother Hannibal. That's not how it works. That's a stupid media comment. I didn't know they were open. Funny, I guess the Patriots didn't get the message. I guess the Patriots didn't get the message. Thank you, Kyle. It's been 4 days since the deal. And since we got new people back in here, here's what's happened with A.J. Owens. Devontae gets a new deal. What did we say? Crying would start. All the moaning and crying would start. 3 days later, A.J. Owens changes all of his stuff to the Patriot stuff. Then he comes out with that lame-ass excuse yesterday. Well, I love the Patriots. I love them. They're my friends. Then the Patriots and NBC Boston and the Eagles and Albert Breer confirm that the Patriots contacted the Eagles. Confirmation. This is not an opinion, and it's not conspiracy or theory. It's been confirmed by Mike Florio, Albert Breer, everyone that the New England Patriots contacted the Eagles about his availability. Tells you how much he loves Brady and this and that. Puts a post up. I didn't know I had to. Then this morning he deletes it. Because it was confirmed. All in 24 hours. See, changes the team. The AJ Owens' team found out the Patriots called. He got butthurt over it because he was a little nervous because Devontae's new contract. So he thought he would kick up some dust to where everyone knows what's going on and that he might not be a little happy. He puts something out there, starts following Patriot players. This morning, he deletes that stupid-ass lie that he had yesterday. And this was all made up. Wasn't made up. This was all shit he did. This is all shit he did. What? Gossip? That's not gossip. Those are things he did, dude. Patriots confirmed themselves. They reached out to the Eagles. That's not gossip. That's fact. That's not. On the same day, he starts following Patriot players and goes into this Patriot diatribe. And then this morning, he deleted it. That's not conspiracy. These are his actions. These are his actions. Hey, Melvin, what's the conspiracy? What's the lie I just said? Can you tell me? What have I said that I made up here? He is TMZ. I love the birds, but I'm telling you, all this shit with AJ is just beginning of a new effing drama, and it will split the locker room for sure. You mean like it did last year, Master Chief? It split the locker room so bad he didn't even show up for the game in support of his teammates. He's a bad teammate. He's a bad teammate. Devontae's an excellent teammate. Boy, would I like to play with that guy. That's a teammate. AJ Brown's an awful teammate. Him and Slay. Hey, I played good. Those guys suck. You got a bunch of guys on that team. Like, there's your problem. That's a reflection of your coach and the mercenaries that you sign. Do you notice all the good players that you guys have had with leadership have been players you drafted? Think about that for a second, Barb. All the players you drafted were all your leaders. Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. All those guys that the Eagles had drafted felt an entitlement to play for the city, the fans, respect the logo, and respect the fan base. All the mercenaries you hire make comments like this. And by the way, is this made up? Darius Slay came out and said, hey, this ain't on me, man. I'm playing great. Everyone else sucks. He didn't say that? Or am I making that up? I made that up? Every single one of your guys that you drafted are legendary leaders. A.J. Brown's an outsider. Darius Slay's an outsider. Dude, you know a guy I like, too bad he had a shitty year, was James Bradbury. He don't say anything. He don't say anything. Can you imagine going through a meltdown? I think this is a reflection of the lack of head. Hey, Dallas, hate to say this, 304. This is why you have issues in your locker room. You know why? You have no leadership in your locker room. Brian, don't ever let the facts get in the way of it being true for people to try to manipulate it into being a lie. And that it's somehow the deliverer of the information's fault. You ever notice that? When you point things out to people, Sandra and I were talking about this. When you point things out to people that they don't want to face or hear, they, more than that, what do? They deflect. Because that's all they can do. Because they have no, like, get this. Howie Roseman in that NFL pre-draft press conference, it was 39 minutes of deflecting. Somebody asked him a decent question. He took a shit on him. Thank you, Powell. Sills, was Jenkins the only one Eagle didn't draft that was a leader? Malcolm Jenkins was a great football player. Kyle, man, that guy loved and he loved playing in Philly too. He surely did. He loved playing in Philly. Okay, he did, man. Bob says, Sills, the current situation will determine how long a leader Hurts is. The year that Hurts needs to be comfortable being the franchise, training wheels are off. I mean, I pointed it out to you, man. I mean, Josh Allen has a lot of lifting to do by himself. No question. Hey, God forbid that guy wins 13, 12 games this year. 12 or 13 games with that. The conversation with Hurts and him, you put that to rest. If Hurts comes shot, if he comes anything short of the NFC title game, he should be fired. It should be fired. I'm not going into another year with that. Hey, Dirty D, Hurts isn't trash. Nope, I'm not saying that. But I'm not paying a guy that. I'm not paying Dak that. And who would have thunk it? Dak Prescott ain't worth $60 million. Hurts ain't worth $50 million. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Same question to you, Sills. Where's the report that AJ is upset about the money? Well, I don't know how you think the NFL works, my friend. But the NFL works just like this. And it's very simple. Every guy is sitting around waiting for the next contract to fold or fall. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence's deal they're working on. Trevor Lawrence is going to make more than Hurts. Kyler Murray made more than Patrick Mahomes when he signed his deal. I mean, it's the next guy up. And if you're a guy on a team, okay, here, let's do this too. Report? What report? Who said there's a report? I'm saying he's pissed off about the money, doing more work than the guy that you just gave $25 million to. And you know how I know that? Look at his childish behavior the last 24 hours. Pull up the report. I'll just pull up his childish behavior. It's unbecoming of an NFL leader, which he ain't. The report also is that the Patriots confirmed calling the Eagles on his availability. And by the way, Flexen, thank you. I never said it was a report that he was upset with his money. Made up once again. I never said there's a report he was upset with his money. You'll have to go back and listen to the show because that's never been said. I said that. I said that actually. James, didn't you post that? If you give Devontae Smith. No. Here's my opinion. I said that about a week ago, that if you sign Devontae Smith to a contract extension, you're going to see this guy act like a bitch. And here it is. I really love the Patriots. God, I went back to look for that tweet, Xander, that you posted. Funny, I couldn't find it on A.J. Owens' Twitter page. What happened to it? Hey, how come I couldn't find that stupid ass explanation? No. Here. This was been deleted here. Hang on here. He says we made it up. Hold on here. I didn't make this up. I saved it. We tweeted it. Shit. What are you talking about? Hold on. Where is that thing that we had here? Here it is. Right here. And here we go. Yeah, up there. Yeah. What happened to this? I didn't know that it would be a very upsetting. Hey, there we go. He deleted that today. What happened to it? What happened to that? Oh, I like that, Xander. What happened to that thing? You know what everyone was saying too? Xander, you know what everyone was saying in here yesterday? See, he shut you up. After it was confirmed that the Patriots and Albert Breer and Mike Florio and the Patriots themselves confirmed that they had reached out to the Eagles when it came to inquiring about his availability, that's when he deleted it. Because he was caught in a lie. He was caught in a lie. He was caught in a lie. Oh my God. This has been one of the funnest weeks prior to a draft I've ever seen. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How can they play in a 34 that couldn't play in a 43? Pow. Right. Prince, Sills, I understand your point. While Jalen had high interceptions year, you consider it a bad year, whereas Josh was consistently had high interceptions every year. Yeah, he wins 13 games every year, and he's constantly winning the division. And he has to go against better quarterbacks and better coaches in the AFC. And on top of that, I mean, you're right. Imagine if he pulled back the interceptions, what he would do. Jalen Hurts upped his tick in attempts, and his interceptions went up, and his win total went down. And that one, Josh Allen is not having a 1-7 stretch. Actually, Josh Allen went on a stretch run at the end of the year where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the last 10, they lost 2 games. That you're not going to see. And plus, the talent he had in his offense was far inferior to the one that Jalen Hurts had. Senor goes false. So get this. That's a great comment there. He says false. Josh Allen did not go against better quarterbacks in the AFC. I said AFC, guy. You said AFC East. And let's just say this. I said AFC. I said he won 4 AFC East crowns. Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud, Tagovailoa. I mean, do you want me to continue? Here's who you go against: Dak, Goff, Stafford, Purdy, here, let's just do this. Dak Prescott, if you were the ranked quarterbacks and put him in the NFC, he'd be a 12th. There's no quarterback in the NFC that would be in the top 10 versus the AFC quarterbacks. None. You know, when I see this thing, didn't we beat Buffalo? So you're telling me Tony Eason had a winning record versus Dan Marino. You think Tony Eason is a better quarterback than Dan Marino because Dan Marino didn't have a winning record versus Tony No, it was the O'Brien kid from the Jets. You think O'Brien, that quarterback the Jets in the 80s, was a better quarterback than and get this. This guy has no excuses. Kenny O'Brien. Get this, Barb. With their stupid philosophy, they think Kenny O'Brien is a better quarterback than Dan Marino. So then that means this. Brock Purdy is superior than Hurts. And so is Garoppolo. Got a better postseason record. Both went to Super Bowls. What's your argument there? What's your argument there? Here, I'll do this. Quarterbacks with better records in the NFC and postseason play. Brock Purdy, by far. Jared Goff, by far. That guy's been to two NFC title games. Two different franchises. Hurts was in a Super Bowl. So was Purdy and Garoppolo. And they got better records than 2 and 3 Hurts. Are you really going to use that metric? Okay. By that philosophy, Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 and 2 in the postseason, and Brock Purdy, what is it? 1 and 1, then 3 and he's 4 and 2. And you're 2 and 3. By your philosophy, Purdy and Garoppolo are better. Hurts has won an NFC. So did Garoppolo and Purdy. Shit, Goff's won 2 or 1 NFC championship. Been to a Super Bowl too. Is that hey, I could pick up some of the. So you're telling me Joe Flacco's got a better record? Mark Sanchez has a better record than Hurts. Is he better? I would take Jalen Hurts over Mark Sanchez, but I got to go by your litmus test and your metric. Sanchez is better. Just, I got to take it down. Have I taken the time out yet? Okay. Have I don't even know if this has been too much fun on this Friday. Xander goes, no, you lunatic. Hey, man. Hey, I'm sorry. I am having too much fun with this head case known as A.J. Owens. This is just too much fun. I do want to revisit the Surtain potential trade. And I want to go back over that again. But, I mean, dude, this is like a crime sheet with this guy. I woke up. I changed my profile. I woke up. I told everybody how much I love Tom Brady. I made it so much so I put him in my Twitter and in my IG. What man does that? By the way, what man would put another man's face in his Twitter or IG box? Jesus criminy. But no, Maran. I mean, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a letter to everyone in a soliloquy. This is why I posted this and why I posted that, why I posted this. Then you delete it this morning when you got found out to be a liar. Oh, man. Hey, Brian, you got quite a group going there, man. Woo. One Way Slay. That's his new name. One Way Slay and AJ Owens. Hit the like button. Keep it here, National Football Show.